And I forgot to even show the loading up of this car here. It wasn't nothing big, it just drove up in reverse. But I don't know if you can see it there. It's an Audi S4, real lightweight, and just heading down some back roads before we get to the main highway. I think I have about 12 miles of back roads to go through, and then hit 95 south, and then I think it's about 30 miles on 95. Then where I'm dropping it off is right off the exit, about a mile and a half off the exit. But the old 7.3, I mean, pulls. Oh, I can't even see the gauges. Gee. Yeah, but the old 7.3 pulls real easy. It does not have the power like all the guys, but I hear guys complain about you have to think about when you're going up a hill. I don't. I mean, maybe it's the side, the East Coast that I live on is in North Carolina, and it's not that hilly or mountainous. We don't have much mountains on this side. We have a little bit of hills, and they're steep, but we don't have the high mountains. Even though I have gone through the high mountains with this, not really carrying a heavy load, so maybe that's what makes a big difference. But we have to pick up Silverado when we head down at the other house, and then head more south on 95, and then go to a town, Parkton, which is a real small little ghost town, and we have to drop it off there. Then we have to go pick up a Volkswagen Beetle somewhere. All I know is towards a place called Lumberton. I'm not sure if it's in Lumberton or just on the outskirts. And then from there, we will be heading back towards Fayetteville. But I'll cut off now, and then maybe just come back when I'm taking this thing off the trailer. I'm just about to get on the highway, and I said, why not just turn on and see how I pick up on the on-ramp. Now, this is one small highway here. I won't be bothering with this highway here, but I'm doing 55 mile an hour on this exit ramp. My RPM is about 1,000, one and a half. Fuel now, I know I'll be going through some fuel because I'm at a hair above half. Oil pressure is just in the center. The transmission gauge is reading just a hair below the top of the little symbol, which is almost center. And my temperature, coolant temperature, is right at the center. This truck is 100% stock. There's nothing, no chip in this truck, nothing. Still got on all the exhausts from factory. That's why it's a lot more quieter than a lot of people say it is. If you try to get more power out of these trucks, they make more noise. Yeah, you get the power, you get the smoke, you get the noise, you got everything. I have no smoke coming out of this truck, and my power is what I would like. I don't get anything extra. Like this fuel truck is in front of me, and I know he's gonna hold me back because he's got a heavier load, and we're going up a small hill from a dead stop. But it doesn't bother me. I just take my cool time when I'm towing. I'm in no rush. Where we're coming on to the Interstate 95, the speed limit there is 65. I have about maybe an eighth of a mile ramp to get on the road, and where I'm getting on the road, it's a flat. So it's going to be a lot easier than an incline or something like that. So it would be nice if it was downhill, but can't choose everything. But this is, I think that side is Selma and that side is Smithfield. Diesel 277 over here and gas 277. Diesel right here is 319 and gas is 295. Man. And then the other gas station is the same, 295 gas and 319 for diesel. But as soon as this light changed, then we're getting ready to head on the highway. But I'll pause for a second. Okay. Alright, we're taking off. And I would suppose this semi is taking the same 95 exit. Yep. We are heading down. The sign says Benson on 95. So I'm already doing 30, 35, but he can't go any faster. So I'm just hoping, traffic will take the other lane, help us out. Oh, there's no traffic. I'm doing 50 and 1.5. Well, below 1.5. And I can practically just stay with him and just take an easy ride. 60 already, and which he's doing 60, we're moving up 65, and man, I'm just gonna stay right here at 65, so he might leave me. Alright, I had to show that old school Chevy Chevelle being towed by a Silverado. Alright, this stretch here, speed limit is 70. I put it right on 70, hit the cruise, and as you can see, that fuel truck, it took off and left me. So I'm just doing 70 now, cruise control, and actually there's some vehicles I had to go around. I'll see if anything, we get up on some hill, see if she downshifts or what she does. I'll be back. There's it's a slight downhill, and then it comes up to about a steep hill, but not for very long. Maybe climb for 400 yards, maybe less than 400 yards. And I'll see if the truck downshift. I still have it on cruise at 70. Temperature on everything still looks good. Oil pressure, same. The fuel is the only thing. Just went down a hair. It's just touching the line for half right now, and that I expect. So this little hill is a sweeping hill. I'm not expecting a downshift, but this I think is the largest hill I'm going through today, unless I head back the opposite way in my area in the countryside. But when I'm there, I'm not pulling a load, so it won't really affect it. And we're almost to the top. No downshift. Well, not the top, but where it just level off a little bit. Yep, no downshift. It kept it 70. Did not even bother it. RPM is sitting right at 2,000, a hair under. If it was correct numbers, it would be like 1990. I guess this person had a flat. Yep, bad day. In this heat, whew, it's close to 100. It's right at, I think, 98 degrees. That one's at the side of the road too. Man. But that's the biggest hill, and the truck took it with no problem. So we'll keep rolling. Right, here to drop off and then pick up a Silverado. The tires on this thing needs air, but pull with no problem. This is not that heavy. That car is off. The good thing is it drives, that's real nice, but the Silverado does not drive because it does not have transmission lines. So we're gonna have to pull it up with my little winch. So that's good. One out of the way, two more to go for the day. We're getting ready to pull the Silverado up. I keep this in the back seat. Just throw a pin through it on this piece here and just hook it up to some jump starts. One day I'll set the battery in here somewhere, and then I got it pulled. Got it hooked right here on the Silverado. So you should be able to pull it up on the ramps, set it up there. Brought out my jump start because this one I don't think I have enough charge to go, but I let it do its thing. He's taking out all the trash out of this to move everything. We have to put this extra transmission in it. Got all the pieces in there. Transmission cooler, the grill. This is for the fan. I think, yeah, this is where the cooler came out of. What's this? Jumper cables, stay there. Brake pads, armrests. This is, okay, that's the pieces for the rusted piece on this. I've rust here, there. To have pieces to replace it. We're just giving this to a guy who helps us out a lot, so he'll have a decent truck. We put in a almost new motor in it. The motor has, I think, 80,000 miles on it from the junkyard. Running motor, so that's good. And we put in a transmission in it that has, I think, 85,000 miles on it. So it should be good to go. And the guy that we send it to, he works on cars, so I'm not gonna bother with it too much. So that's it. Well, just waiting on him. This is a cheap 4,000 pound winch. Let's see, he's got the remote control. The truck weighs about, what, 5,000. I'm gonna start now. Oh, you need to turn this on. Let me turn power on. Alright, you'll have to turn that way. Like you're making that right. Go ahead and do this and then come back. The battery is low, but the truck is getting pulled. I'll have to switch out batteries. That thing is just, it's beeping. All right, got everything on. Wish we could have turned around, get it on forward, but this is not too far we going, so I'll just have to take it easy. Yeah, but she's on. We'll have to strap the hood down. It shouldn't do any damage because the wind is going that way, but strap it down, make sure. I just moved about maybe 200 yards. I need to check those straps, make sure none of them loosened up. I saw some bouncing. Yeah, these are kind of loose. All right, well, let me tighten them up. I'll be back. Okay then. I'm going through this little neighborhood, cruising, which I like at the beginning because it gets to let me feel what the trailer is feeling, and I can say running a lot better than I expected. I thought the weight would be a little off, but it's pulling it with no problem. Feels pretty smooth. I can tell it's a little heavier than that little car, but not a big deal. It feels real nice, balanced, more or less. So now getting on to the main road. Have to deal with this. Oh, all right. We coming up to where we'll be entering 95 South again. So this one here, you could tell it's a little more weight on the vehicle, but not extreme to where I'm worried. The gauges all read exact the same place. It's the transmission temperature is right below the top of the symbol. Temperature is right in the middle. The oil right in the middle. Fuel is right below the half right now. 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, and I'm slowing down because there's traffic on 95. So once I get on the lane, I'm good. I do the speed limit and just enjoy the ride. I'm in no rush. Because if you get into an accident or something happened, all your time you just saved is spent at the side of the road or answering questions with the cops. So I just take my cool time. Yeah, I'll get back when I get down into the countryside. Going through the country. This will be the last vehicle today. They said the other one can't be picked up right now. Alright, we're still moving along smooth. I'm just keeping it right there at 65. Speed limit is 70. But with this being heavier and you have vehicles on the road, I'm just taking it easy. My fuel is about 1/8 of an inch below half now. Transmission temperature probably bumped up a hair, about a 1/16 of an inch or less, and all the other temperatures are still the same. So I'm just cruising now. We're running into a little drizzle hitting the windshield, so I'll get back. If anything, I'll stop and fill the tank when I get to the exit, because down there I think is one of the cheapest places with diesel. So we'll see how it goes, but the traffic is full. There's a lot of traffic on the road. Alright, this thing in front of me is driving 50 miles an hour. My spotter behind me said one of the straps in the back is kind of loose. So the gas station is right there on the other side. I'm doing 40 miles an hour, so I'll just cruise into over there and check everything back. This guy here, he's just held up traffic like crazy. Alright then, we'll be back on it and pull over, fuel up, and oh man, the fuel is not cheap here today. Well, we'll see how it goes. Okay, dropped off the vehicle. It is back there somewhere. Let me see if you can. Oh yeah, that's it, parked in the back. Alright, now just cruising, going home. Me and my co-pilot. Alright. It's still cruising going home. All the gauges are good. I had to go back to the gas station, and something was wrong with the pump. So I got it, the exact that I put in it. They pulled it up and did everything. Still pulling the trailer. That's it in the mirror right there. I kept wondering, why did that strap come loose? And I figured it out. It's something, I mean, it was something that's real simple. I don't normally strap down on the bumper, because that section there will flex when you hit a bump up and down, and that's where I strap. Usually I strap around the axles, especially that has four-wheel drive. I would strap around the axles, but it was just they had wasp on that thing. Bean got stung on the top of his head, so I decided I am not going under it. I'll just strap it from the outside, which it was only one that came loose. The other one, for some reason, was strapped in real tight. So we just went back and strapped it in. But that time, then we just have, I think we only had like 4 or 5 miles to go, all back roads. So it wasn't a big deal. But now the sun is set. Man, I wish I could see like the camera is seeing. It is pitch black. There's not any sunlight up there. But all my gauges are on. And I'm about 45 minutes from the house. So I should be back home soon and get ready for work. I'll probably take one more little clip when I got it at the house, so you can see what the trailer looked like at night. But I'll be back.